Right, hi Sagittarius, and welcome to September 2023, or whenever you're reading this message, I'm wishing you a happy September 2023, whenever you're watching rather. So, for you Sagittarius, the new moon energy is going to be in your 10th house. So there is going to be a big opportunity for a reawakening, a reinvention, or a relaunch of something in terms of your career, your reputation in the world, your accomplishments, your status, and how you put yourself out there, your achievements. Yes, all of that is up for some kind of reevaluation. The new moon on September the 15th could really be a spectacular turning point for you if you've lost your way a little bit in that respect, or if you're just up for some reevaluation. So I'm going to pull you one more card here. We're looking at past, present, future. We're looking at what has brought you to this point, where you are now, and where you're, what energy you're moving into, Sag. So we've got your new moon in the 10th house, focusing on career. You've got Jupiter, which is great. That's your planet. Looking at your confidence, your self-belief, wanting to move you forward. Maybe you need to re-establish your confidence after some kind of a setback. You've got 12th house right next to it, so there could be some heavy, deep karmic blow that you've had to recover from, that you've had to deal with, that's knocked your confidence a bit, but the universe is creeping back in with that confidence and it's pushing you forward. You've got connect with music, so for some of you, you're actually rediscovering your confidence through music somehow. If you're a musician, or if you work with musicians, or if you work with music in any way, that could be pivotal. That could be formative for you at that time, at this time, or, well, at that time in the past. This is what's been happening, setting the stage for what's coming next in September. So it could be, though, if you're not involved in music and you're not a musician, it could simply be that you've been reconnecting with your creative heart again. It could simply be that you have been remembering to play music. You know, sometimes we just get caught up in other things, other communication mediums, like we're watching a lot of YouTube videos, or we're just caught up in other activities, and we forget how amazing and uplifting it can be just to put some music on in the background while you're working, or to meditate with music, or to sit quietly listening to music. You know, the joy of the old experience of putting on an album, a vinyl album, and listening to the A-side until it ends, and then turning it over, the mindfulness, the consciousness of then listening to the B-side, and the journey and the sense of what the artist's intention was in putting the tracks together in that particular order. That, you know, telling their story, that in itself is an art form, just being able to listen to music mindfully like that. So there's something there for you, Sag, that can help you. I know it sounds very specific and a bit odd maybe, but, you know, just bear that in mind as a possibility, that the music can be very healing for you at this time, whether you work in music or not. But you are definitely coming out of a period where you've had to rebuild yourself, and music may have played a part in that. After some kind of setback, coming back, bouncing back with that Jupiter positivity, that the eternal optimism. You're being asked to recognize despair as an opportunity, Sag. I know these things can hit you extremely hard because you have this bright, big, bold, optimistic, generous spirit. So it's always a bit of a shock when people, places or things disappoint, you know, but recognize what you've been through as the gift of awakening that it can be, because now you have more things added to you. You have more possibilities, more potential, more richness of spirit, possibly even more inspiration, and you know now how to trust your vibes, because the letdowns that you've had in the past, there were signs that you ignored. You did have a vibe about it. You did have some red flags showing up there in the wind, but you pushed them to the back of your mind. Now you trust yourself. You really trust yourself. You have, you know, older and wiser, as they say. It's time to get in touch with nature. Go to where the trees are. Go to where the tall trees are, I just heard. So for some of you, you know, if you're able to get if you're lucky enough to be near those ancient redwoods, or, what's the other name? The sequoias, any of those huge trees that will just take you in their arms and just, we think we're doing the hugging like the tree needs us. The trees actually give us so much, and you're being called into tree energy at the moment, Sag, if you feel that would help you. In fact, this is the past, so it's possible that some of you actually have been experiencing that as a big part of your healing journey, just being able to walk off into the forest, just being able to walk off among the trees. So where are you now? Venus, oh, beautiful. The heart is opening up again. Venus in Taurus, the self-love is coming back online. Venus and Taurus, rather, side by side. So starting to value yourself again, really valuing nature as well, a new perspective on what's important in life, really being thankful, really being grateful for the beauty and the wonderful things that have helped to heal you and to bring you back to life, going through a huge transition still, going through a huge change within your heart, spirit and soul. Wow, really recognizing people and things that bring value in your life for the treasures that they are. My goodness, yes, the treasures that they are. Recognizing, my guide is saying, knowing and understanding the true treasures in life, that they cannot be quantified or counted in that way. The true blessings in your life are the things that you're counting at the moment, that come in the form of your spiritual richness, nature, the trees, the people who have always loved you, the people who see you for who you are, love you unconditionally and are always there to support you, the healers, the teachers in your life, the ones who inspire you, the friends and family who have always been there for you. Are you experiencing repetitive thoughts or incessant mind chatter? You've got sugilite. Do you grab onto a thought or memory or life experience and chew over it over and over again? It's time to let go. So this is a stone that could help you. These are the crystal oracles. So this sugilite crystal, I don't know if you can see that properly with the glare, that could be really helpful to you, Sag. That's the first crystal recommendation I've given actually in these readings, but I do feel some of you are going through a big healing period still, and that could help you, because one of the things that you need help with is to stop overthinking things, stop chewing over what's past. What's been has been, what's gone is gone. Focus on what's positive, and that will help you to find the path back to love and happiness. It's time to have a new strategy, and a part of that strategy is as much as you possibly can, forgetting the past. It couldn't have been different. It happened the way it was meant to happen. It happened for you. It happened to teach you something. It happened ultimately for your highest good, and you are much better, stronger, wiser because of it. Okay. Moving forward, Sag, you've got your wonderful 9th house energy, which is great. Optimism, broadening your horizons, spiritually, academically, or going on a journey. I feel a lot of you are thinking of studying something, thinking of increasing or improving on your skills. And the sun is shining on that because it's a part of your destiny. It's a part of your purpose. It's a part of you becoming a clearer idea of who your persona is. So let's say, for example, you've always been the person that advises people, that coaches people, but it just comes naturally, it just comes out in every conversation. It's just who you are, it's in your DNA. You might now be thinking of taking a coaching course or training as a therapist, or you might be thinking of studying something like astrology or something, broadening your knowledge, broadening what you're able to offer to the world, what you're able to give to people, and allowing that to cement a new persona that actually brings you to a new set of opportunities that come through academic success, academic development, and possibly some travels that you're going to do as well. Some of you might actually travel to take a course. You might decide that, I only want to, if I'm going to study yoga, I want to study it with, a yogi. I'm going to India. I'm going to study it, in the place where I'm going to get the most authentic experience. So you could be thinking of, how you're going to broaden your horizons in order to create this new persona that actually gives you a completely potentially, not necessarily for everyone, a completely new career, completely new status on the world stage, a completely new sense of yourself, your identity as a career person, as a person with a legacy to bring. For some of you, you'll just be adding to something that you're already doing because you already have clarity, but you need more skills, more training, or travel, an adventure. The miracle of nature, again, is going to continue to be important to you, Sag. So those trees that have healed you, or just those walks in nature, or walks by the sea, whatever it is in the natural world that has helped and healed and supported you in your rebirth, remember that can help you and sustain you as you move forward on this more healed journey. If you have studies that you need to do, or if you're preparing for a new trip, or whatever it is, if there's any anxiety that you have, or your transformation needs support or grounding, get out into nature. It will help you to get back into your body, to keep and maintain perspective. You're also going to be looking into, some of you, looking into Buddhist principles, or wondering how you can become your highest and best self in this lifetime, continuing to work on yourself, continuing to ascend. You've got the lotus within you, awakens. You are a master in light on high. So you are a master, and you're beginning to recognize that again and move into self-mastery. Yes, moving into the mastery that you may have forgotten from previous lifetimes, or even from an earlier version of yourself in this lifetime, because you got thrown off path by something, but you're coming back now. You're coming back online. You've got 2 cards of transformation. You've got Archangel Zadkiel, and you've got, are you ready? You've got Amethyst. Are you ready to transform your life? Through spiritual connection with the divine, you can receive intuitive insights to help you in daily life. You have the ability to transform your reality using the spiritual guidance you receive. So your guides are wanting not only to guide you in that unconscious way where we feel, this is the right way to go, or this is the good plan. Your guides want you to meditate more and connect with them, and let them inspire you with guidance that you can write down, that you can note, that you can keep a log of. They want to teach and guide you and move you forward and help you to teach and guide others as well. Okay, I hope that helps, Sag. You are coming back into mastery now. You are coming back online, and that is what you are going to share with the world. That is your career going forward for many of you. And if it's not a spiritual path for you, it's a path that allows you to actually operate in a greater level of mastery now, having overcome the setbacks of the past and reawakening within you, having that huge glow up around what you're capable of, your gifts and your talents, and what you bring to the world and can call your legacy going forward. Okay, have a fantastic September and a great new moon on the 15th, and stay well, stay blessed. Take care. Bye.